All right, we got some new Macs, baby. And yes, I am pulling my inner Drew out for this video. He's been posting videos in his car. I'm like, you know what? That's kind of cool. Okay, no, not really. I've been running errands and I'm actually on vacation, if you want to call it that, this week. So that's why I'm not sitting at my desk studio. I have people in town. It was my birthday this weekend, and so I have people out visiting, and we've been exploring the beautiful state of Colorado. But yes, I have been tracking the Apple announcements this week with the iPad and now the MacBook Air and Mac Studio. And I have just little thoughts, quick commentary video for today. But if you've been following my coverage with the 16E, I did go in the store. I did get hands-on with it. I did record that video. I haven't edited that video yet because, again, vacation. But I'll come later. It's like my final analysis on that. But today, MacBook Air and Mac Studio, the no-brainers. Quite simply, this is the best Mac lineup I think I've ever seen, period. With the Mac Mini that came out at the end of last year, now we got amazing MacBook Airs, and we have a kick-ass Mac Studio rocking two different series of chip, the M4 Max and the M3 Ultra. Don't get hung up on the numbers and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter. If you're gonna get a Mac Studio, you know which chip you need to get, or you should get. But one quick caveat that I was doing research on the website about, I am aware that if you want to get the full local 16 terabyte, what the hell? If you wanted to get the full 16 terabyte of local storage, you have to get the maxed out chip, the M3 Ultra. Anyway, most people are not going to get the Mac Studio. I'm a personal big fan of the Mac Studio, but for most people, and I'm starting to feel like maybe even me, I think the M4 MacBook Air might be one of the coolest, greatest gifts that Apple would bless us peasants with. Mainly because of the new blue color. No, not really. But because I think, one, cheaper, $100 cheaper. It's back down to $999. But also just efficiency purposes. The MacBook Air is to everybody what like a base iPhone. Like I'm using the iPhone 16, right? Like this is the biggest catch-all blanket category. Again, not saying I don't like the pros. I use a MacBook Pro. I love my MacBook Pro, but I do this and I do music. So I kind of need some of that stuff. But I have an interesting question for myself, a challenge I might have to do to see and compare the differences between my M1 Pro MacBook Pro and an M4 MacBook Air. I have questions to see how efficient these chips are becoming, because hear me now, quote me later. If the M4 MacBook Air is as, let's say, efficient and power conscious as it looks like it is, I might not use another Pro device going forward because I won't need it. I'm not a guy rendering raw video footage. I'm recording on my iPhone. Okay, I don't film in Red. I don't do major like graphic rendering, AI. I don't do any of that stuff. I do this and I do music, and that's what my Mac's purpose is. And if the M4 is that powerful now in a MacBook Air for sub $1,000, I want that one. But also, truth be told, there's nothing wrong with my M1 Pro, MacBook Pro, so I'm not in a hurry, but it's good to plant the seed now. So I think I'm gonna have to get my hands on that MacBook Air to see if this is actually the right path I want to go going forward. Because also, like my friend Drew was talking about, he filled up his local storage finally after 3.5 years. I have 4 terabytes, just 4, and it's getting there. It's getting there. But also with the pricing, lest we not forget, you don't have to pay the $9.99 price tag going into this thing, because Amazon will have discounts almost all the time. And I'm becoming more keen to the idea that Amazon offers the same discounts through the Apple Store, mind you. On Amazon, you can get the same pricing as you would, say, like the veteran discount, the stuff that I use. So a lot of people don't have to pay full price. I'm not saying you have to buy one right now today, but I am saying if we wait, these things are going to get cheaper. And that's always a good thing. The iPad Air, I'm indifferent about it. I don't really care about it. So that's why I'm not going to actually do a video. Just side note there. I don't really care about the iPad Air and the budget iPad. Those things are trash, straight up. So for me personally, iPad Pro all the way. It is what it is. But yeah, there you go. The MacBook Air, the no-brainer. I think what was announced today, these are two sides, two extremes of perfect unity, balance, and utility. Most people will get by, should get by, with a MacBook Air. Base entry, and it'll be more than enough for you guys. The people who are power users, you got this updated Mac Studio, and those guys would get by just as well. And everything in between, if you need a mobile device, MacBook Pro, if you want a stationary, more cheaper, friendly ideas, you got the Mac Mini. Like, the Mac ecosystem is so perfect right now, because regardless of what any news that come out later, I don't think anybody should be getting a Mac Pro. It's just, it might be too overkill for most people. There might be like that 0.1%, but you get my point. What a good lineup of announcements for today with the Mac. And if you're in the market for any of them, from what I'm looking at just right now, first impressions, all these look amazing. And I think I'm going to get my hands on an M4 MacBook Air just to see if I'm right about this theory in my head. We want to go that route. I'll let you guys know. But that's it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my week with my little vacation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.